right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into round 3 with our San Jose Sharks in year 1. What a crazy round 2 it was, though, up against the LA Kings. We were down 3-1 in the series, and the coach made some big changes, moving Patrick Marleau up to the first line with Joe Thornton and Brett Burns, and moving Logan Couture down with Joe Pavelski and Thomas Hertl, and Patrick Marleau just turned it on. Last 3 games, 5-2 victory in Game 5, 2-0 victory in Game 6, and a 2-1 victory in Game 7. So, the question is, what do we do? Do we keep the lines the same, or do we go back to what we had before? And I think what I'm going to do is keep them the same for Game 1. If we lose Game 1, I'll go back to Couture on the first line. All right, and then if we lose Game 2, then I'll go back to Marleau again, right? But I want to give Marleau, Thornton, and Brett Burns the chance. We've won 3-0 with this lineup, so let's keep it the same for right now. But let's take a look at the team that we're up against in round 3, the Chicago Blackhawks. And I'm not looking forward to this game, man. They got some good players on this team. We edited Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. So their first line, you got Marian Hossa, 89, Jonathan Toews, 94, Chris Versteeg, 83. Hossa and Toews, they make that line right there. Versteeg ain't the greatest, but they got depth on this team, so I can understand it. Second line, you got Patrick Sharp, Kruger, and Kane. Again, Kruger, not really much of a second liner, but when he's alongside of Patrick Kane and Patrick Sharp, it doesn't really matter that he's only 78 overall. So in their top 6, they have a 94, a 91, and a 94, 91, an 89, and an 88, okay? So we got 5 studs up front, they got 4 studs up front, and their main stud, 94, is the best stud out there. The third line, you got Saad, Handzus, and Shaw. Saad and Shaw are really good third liners. I'd say Handzus actually is not a bad third liner in this game as well, so they got some good depth. And then the fourth line, they got Bickle, Peary, and Morin. So they got some good depth here in Chicago. Defensively, yeah, they're going to have the advantage. Well, maybe not, maybe not depth-wise. They got Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook on the first line, 90 overall, 89 overall. Definitely better than ours, and it's an offensive defenseman and a defensive defenseman, so a very good combination right there. Second line, Hjalmarsson and Roosevelt. Hjalmarsson is a perfect second line defenseman. Roosevelt, he's more of a top 6 right now, 81 overall, and then Sheldon Surrey and Johnny Oduya. But still, they got some depth, not depth, but they got good enough defensemen up front. They got 3 good defensemen that they can just use. That first line log a lot of time. Power play, penalty kill, all that stuff. All right, watch their power play. Look at this: Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Marian Hossa, Duncan Keith, and Brent Seabrook. Whew. All right, that's gonna be a tough one. And then the goaltender, Corey Crawford, 86 overall. So they got a very good lineup right here. You quickly compare them to our team, just show you where we're weak. You see what I mean about the first line? We got them. We're up there. Joe Thornton is a little bit not as good as Jonathan Toews, but still, we should be able to hold our own for the first 2 lines. Depth, we're not bad, but defensively, their first line defense is much better than our first line defense. Boyle and Hjalmarsson are pretty similar, and Demers has a little bit of an edge over their second line defenseman right there. And then the 2 third liners are pretty even, all right? So, and then the goaltender's not that bad, actually. Corey Crawford, 86, Niemi, 85. So, if we're going to win this series, we're going to have to play our asses off. If we're going to make it to the Stanley Cup, it's good that we're going up against tough teams in the Western Conference. All right, the LA Kings in round 2, and now the Chicago Blackhawks in round 3. My goodness. We've been lucky enough not to have any injuries to deal with. I'll quickly just take a look, see if Chicago has any injuries. GM options, injury report. And don't worry, injuries are happening. I'll just show you quickly. Oh, no, hang on. Injury report. Let me just go to transaction news. That's a lot easier, yeah. Player injuries. Let's see here. All teams. LA. So LA lost Anze Kopitar in that last series, right? David Moss, Anze Kopitar, Matt Fratton got an injury. Nick Leddy. All right, so they're still happening. Yeah, Vinny Prospel. Their injuries are still happening. There's just a little bit less. So Chicago, they have Nick Leddy will be injured for the next 7 weeks. So there was that second line defenseman that I think they were missing. I think that's why either Surrey or that other guy is playing. If he was on the second line with Hjalmarsson, they'd have a much better defensive core than us. But they are missing Nick Leddy, and Hjalmarsson is already back. All right, we do not have any injuries, I don't think. No, we got no injuries to deal with. So far, we've been pretty lucky. If we lose one of our top 5, we really don't have anybody to replace them, right? So we need to stay healthy. So here we go. In the Shark Tank, we got home ice advantage. That's what that President's Trophy gives us. Come on now, boys. We're on a tear. We won 3 in a row against the LA Kings. Let's keep that momentum going. Carry it over to this series, all right? So here we go. First period. All right, there you go. Vladimir Sobotka and Dan Boyle. All right, we're scoring some goals. This is good. Game's not over just yet. Just maintain that 2-goal lead. Second period. All right, they got one back. Patrick Sharp. All right, so now it's only a 1-goal game going into the third period, guys. Anything can happen. Offense, you still need to step up here. Niemi, we can't just have Niemi do it all. We need another goal. Joe Thornton, Logan Couture, power play. Oh, no! Patrick Sharp, right after our power play ended, we didn't get a goal on it, and they get a goal right after. All right, come on now. Yes, matter or win. Hang on, it's not over just yet. Then, damn, high-scoring affair right here in the third period. Let's go. 5 minutes left. Can we do it? Get game one. It's a big one. Yes. All right. Vladimir Sobotka gets his second of the game. It's an empty netter, but still, it's a big one. And the San Jose Sharks win game one, 4-2. That's a big game. I don't want to get too excited because in the last series, we were down 3-1 and we came back. So a 1-0 lead in the series is nothing when it comes to these teams this late in the playoffs. But still, it's a good way to start. Definitely a good way to start. And hopefully we can just avoid any injuries. Yes, nothing happened just yet. All right, hang on 1 second. Let me just go for a drink. All right, that's much better. So here we go. Game 2, Shark Tank. The San Jose Sharks, they got all the momentum that they need right now. 4 in a row in the playoffs. That's no easy feat, spreading over 2 series. So come on, let's keep it going. First period. Oh, we had a power play, but they get 3 goals. Holy shit. Duncan Keith, Patrick Kane, at least Kennedy made it a 2-goal game, even though they got another one right after. So he made it a 1-goal game, but it's back to being a 2-goal game. That's not horrible. If we can make it a 1-goal game before the third period, the game's not over. Come on now, boys. Second period. 4-1 lead for Chicago. All right. This is what I'm talking about, man. It's going to be a tough battle. Fraser McLaren gets a quick goal in the third period. Hang on. It's still game. Oh, never mind. Power play goal for Duncan Keith. And the Chicago Blackhawks absolutely just unload on the San Jose Sharks. Their offense just opens up. Gets 5 for them on 34 shots. Yep. All right. We were expecting this. I definitely expecting the Chicago Blackhawks to have a good run here in the playoffs. You compare our two teams, I mean, they have advantages in a lot of places, right? I mean, we have some too, but they got a lot of good advantages. 94 overall, first line center. Their top 2 defensemen, right? Their goaltender, 86 overall. So I don't want to make any line changes just yet. Let's leave Patrick Marleau on that first line for right now, okay? Yeah, all right, so we got to go to Chicago now. The fans are going crazy. They want to see another Stanley Cup. Not on my watch. Defending Stanley Cup champions. Come on, boys. I don't care if we're away. Have a solid first period. First period. Oh, my God. Jonathan Toews. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before he broke out. That's a goal for the captain of Chicago. Second period. Oh, my God, Patrick Kane. So their stars are stepping up for him big time now. It's a 2-goal third period, boys. We need a quick one. Come on, Fraser McLaren. I could use another one. Logan Couture, Patrick Marleau. I might have to switch those lines after this game. Yeah, shutout. Oh, wait a minute. Joe Thornton gets 1. 4 minutes left. It's not a power play. Oh, my God. Shorthanded. Whoops, I pressed A by accident. Shorthanded goal by Hjalmarsson. We had a power play. We might have been able to tie it there. But no. Corey Crawford kills the penalty, and Hjalmarsson gets an empty netter. Empty net shorthanded goal. God damn it. All right, so we got to do some line changes here. The last 2 games have not been very good for us. Patrick Marleau has gone silent. Even though Joe Thornton got a goal there, maybe he got an assist on that. I want to spread out Patrick Marleau again. We'll bring Logan Couture up to the first line, see if he can do anything for us. All right, so edit lines. Marleau, yep, Pavelski, Kennedy. Oh, that was it as well. Yeah, Kennedy and Hurdle. Right, I forgot I'd made that change too. Yeah, we'll leave Kennedy there. We'll leave Hurdle on the third line, but Couture and Marleau. And then the power play, we're going to go, yeah, there you go. Very nice. And Brett Burns on this side. We're going to go back to the lineups that took us to the President's Trophy during the regular season. See if that works out for us. You know what? I actually got to blow my nose. Hang on 1 second. All right, that's much better. So, we're down 2-1 in the series. It's not the end of the world. We were down 3-1 in the last series, but still, Chicago, man, they're looking like a good team. We've got to get some goals in this game. The goals against are a problem, yeah, but 4 goals for, that was good, but 2 goals for, and like it was a late goal, too, that made it 2 goals for, and then 1 goal for, and it was a late goal that made it 1 goal for. We need to have a good first period with goal scoring, all right? So, come on, boys. We did it in game 1. We had the 1-goal lead or the 2-goal lead or something like that. I want to see it again. Come on now. You got to start playing. First period. All right, you know what? That's good enough. We got the first goal. Morin answered back, but at least it's a 1-1 game. We do not want to fall down 3-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks, guys. We have to win this game. Come on. Second period. Oh, my God. Bickle. Bickle and Sod, third and fourth line left wingers. There's the depth killing us right now. All right, so they got a 2-goal lead. This ain't looking good at all. This is not looking good at all. Third period, come on, power play. We needed that. We needed a quick one. Power play, we need it. Oh, wait a minute, Kennedy. All right, 9 minutes left. It's still a game. Power play again. The refs gave us 3 straight. We couldn't get one. No, oh my God. And the Chicago Blackhawks, they win Game 5 to go up, 3-1 in the series? Game 4. Sorry, Game 4 to go up 3-1 in the series. Man, deja vu all over again. The San Jose Sharks not making things easier for themselves, are they? No, they're not. Another game. The line changes, too. I don't know what I should do now. Last series, I made some crazy line changes that helped us get out of a 3-1 deficit. I don't know if I can do it again this time. The Chicago Blackhawks, man, they're way too good. I made sure to make them a good team, man. They deserve to be. Logan Couture, Brett Burns. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try to stack up offense. Brett Burns had a good last series, but he's gone kind of quiet in this one. Let's try Hurdle, Pavelski, and Burns, Kennedy, Sabatka, Wingles. All right, we're gonna do it. Vlasic, Shattenkirk, yeah. You know what? I'm going to go Boyle and Shattenkirk. Give a little bit of an offensive defenseman on that first line. All right, because we got to get some goals against this team. Not going to be able to really shut them down. They got way too many offensive threats. We need to match them in goals. We need to get like 3 or 4 goals a game. All right, that's what we need to do. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to make that switch. Logan Couture. Whoa, Joe. Switch with you. You over there, and Thomas Hurdle. We're going to bring up Hercules. Let's see if he can do something for us. That's it. All right, so if we're going to win, we're going to win with these lines. If not, we're going to go out with these lines. No more line changes, all right? No more room for line changes. I'd be a fool to make a line change after a victory. So if we're going to win this series, it's going to have to happen with that top 6. All right, so we're in the Shark Tank. Can we at least make it a season where we don't get kicked out in 5 games on our home ice? Come on now, boys. Push it to at least a Game 6. Give the home ice fans one last game to cheer of. At least one last game. Come on now, boys. Solid first period. Here we go. First period. Oh, my God. Again, Versteeg and Duncan Keith. Logan got one back, so at least it's only a 1-goal game, but they're out shooting us 12-5. Chicago, they just have way too stacked of a team. We just cannot do anything against them. Second period. All right, you know what? That's a victory in itself. It's only a 1-goal game, but look at the shots. 22-10. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good at all. This could be the last period of year 1 right here, unless somebody steps up for San Jose. Somebody's got to do it. Big Jumbo Joe, it's your team. Power play? Oh, my God. Jumbo Joe, I'm calling you out. It's your team. You got to. No! 5 minutes left, please! No! Oh, my God! And the Chicago Blackhawks deal with the San Jose Sharks in 5 games. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. We wanted to get to that Stanley Cup final for the first time in franchise history, but once again, just cannot get past the 3rd round. A great regular season. Logan got 1, Joe and Marlowe, so the first one got something, but just not enough offense in that series, boys. Just not enough. 4 straight games we lost to the Chicago Blackhawks. 2 goals for, 1 goal for, 2 goals for, 1 goal for. Okay, that's just not enough. Chicago, they scored enough goals. 3 goals, 2 goals, 5 goals, all right, 2 goals. Yeah, they were definitely the better team. They're the team more suited for the Stanley Cup Finals, I suppose. Yeah, they definitely deserved it. God damn, man. It sucks going out like that. It wasn't even a competition. They dealt with us. No problem. God, I wanted to go to at least the Game 6 or Game 7 close. At least Game 5 was a 1-goal game, but still, that sucks. So we really got to fix what hurt us in this playoff round for next year, because next year is our one last chance, basically. And if we run into Chicago again, we got to be prepared. We got to get some more depth goal scoring. 3rd and 4th liners, man. So your forward line, Logan got 17 points in 16 games played. Joe, 16 points in 16 games played. Marlowe, 12 points in 16 games played. So this is what I mean. That series, our second line kind of went to sleep. Brett Burns, 10 points in 16 games. Joe Pavelski, 9 points. That was it right there. I mean, Marlowe, he was on the first line kind of as well, but Brett Burns and Pavelski, they basically got nothing in that whole series. Hurdle, 5 points. I mean, our 3rd and 4th liners really didn't get much either. McLaren had 2 goals. All right, but still. We just went up against the better team. It's as simple as that. Not really much we could do. Dan Boyle, 12 points. Shattenkirk, 7 points. And Antti Niemi, 2.07 goals against average with a save percentage of 92.65. No, you know what? We should be happy with the series. I mean, with the season. It still is technically a good season, but it's just the fact that San Jose has seen so many seasons like that. You know, they're tired of it. They don't want to see any more seasons like that. So it is kind of an upsetting season for sure. All right. So there you go. In the East, you still have Pittsburgh versus Columbus. It's tied 2-2 in the series. But from the Western Conference, Chicago is going on to the Stanley Cup Finals, and your San Jose Sharks are going to play golf. So if you guys have any suggestions for the offseason, let me know. We got to come back stronger next year. We're not trading away guys like Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau. We're using them for one more year, at least one more year, to try to win that Stanley Cup. All right, we were 3 games away from the Stanley Cup final, so we got to make our team better so that next year we can come back and win those 3 games that we lost this game. All right, this video. All right, so yeah, there it is, boys. Let me know what we should do in the offseason, and I will see you guys there.